Yeah. Favorite
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. And you'd like to say these teams are playing well coming in. Greg, that is certainly not the case.
Yeah, they are struggling. And tonight is a big-time opportunity. One of these teams is going to leave here with a much-needed win.
And putting his opponents on notice, MP recently talked about winning his individual matchups, but not at the expense of the team. Some high-level goals indeed, guys.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, he's still all about winning games. He's not saying you shouldn't play hero ball. His point is that it helps your team when you're playing better than the guy in front of you. That'll be the focus for him tonight and should make for a fun contest.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Fleming. Johnson is out there with time. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 spot. Let's throw it over to Allen, who has a report on MP.
Hey guys, well, it's no secret that MP likes a challenge. When I asked him about his matchup here tonight, he said these are fun. I love a showdown like this. It's a great way to show everyone what I can do. So expect to see both power forwards going at it tonight, guys.
We thank you for that. Sure appreciate your time with that story. Here's Norris, following the basket by MP. Pass to Hendricks. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
MP, no good.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Norris, the pass to Johnson. Here's Fleming. The trade. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Here's Laprovitola. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Fleming. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Bucket is good.
Well, MP knows these are high-value looks inside.
Poked away. And he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 10 points.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
Johnson in the corner. From deep. It's rebounded by Topic.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Denver's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
We've got Anthony Edwards, and it's Blair in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Pass to Collier. And a miss there on the triple.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Down low. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut back down to 11. Big bucket there from Collier.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Another one for MP, giving the fans their money's worth here.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a number 1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself.
And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
When contributions off the bench make this big of an impact, it leaves the team feeling good. It's a morale builder, guy.
All right, next up, we've got... And that is it for half.
Oh, well, we'll be getting All-Star this week. Also...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Second half is underway, and here's who David Adelman's got on the floor. We've got time. Johnson is out there with Fleming, and it's Hendricks in at the 4. Johnson in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 20. MP, good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Todd's shot is good.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Shot by Johnson, no good.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And the basket by MP.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the...
Here's Wells, and stolen by MP. They've got MP, and it sends the ball in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, that's a perfect example of turning defense into offense, courtesy of MP.
Foul.
Teams will make substitutions, and the Timberwolves call timing. From deep, Johnson. That shot is off. Good defense by MP. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
So stand just for old time. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
It's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
And the first one at the line is good. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player.
All right, Pete.
Participation policy, coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. There's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They poured it out tonight.
Okay.
Look out there, MP.
Get on February, go with February. Oh.
A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
And MP recently made a statement that on any given night, he's hyper-focused on beating his primary matchup. Sounds like he's got something to prove.
And truthfully, MP has looked like he's just on another level in recent matchups, outperforming his opponent and excelling in his position. In terms of rising to the challenge he set for himself, this may have been the focus MP needed to take his game to the next level.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. We've got Bailey, and it's Oakley in at the 2. And here's Memphis now. They couldn't put the piece... They've got MP, and it's Topic in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
Yeah, attacking on the interior, MP can be relentless.
The foul called on MP. So that's the end of the first half. Timberwolves ahead, up by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Can't tell too much from early numbers, but the All-Star picture may be coming into focus a little. I'm definitely not surprised by these names. Yeah.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You look at that success.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. On the court right now for the Grizzlies, we've got Bailey, and it's Valentine in at the 4-man position.
MP just showing off the vert.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Ellis. Following the score by Minnesota. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And he knocks down the first. Minnesota leading by 11. We've got Anthony Edwards, and it's Houston in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. MP shot is off. Well, the Grizzlies shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Outside Payton. Three-pointer. They get it back. Here's Evans. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Houston passes to Edwards. Here's La Provitola. Muscling it home. MP.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Pass to Valentine. The 3. Rebounded by Blair.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's MP. Nice job by MP converting it tight.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Out to the wing. Here's Valentine. Here's Evans. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Here's Valentine. And for some reason, he decided to foul. Here's Edwards. To the inside. MP staying focused.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
To the middle. Here's Valentine. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point. The foul called on MP. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, BA.
Referee.
What's up, MP?
and getting mentally prepared to compete. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. It has been a heck of a season already, Clark, and we're just getting to the really good part of the year.
Yeah, I agree with you there, partner. I mean, everybody is stepping up the intensity now. You can see it and feel it. Seems like every game counts for more than just one game as teams fight for position in the standings.
And talk about competitive spirit, MP has come out and, in essence, dedicated this season to winning his own matchups.
You know, sometimes when you focus on individual success,
on the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Collier out there with Washington. Then there's Burke, and it's Wood in at the 3 spot. MP gets the job done inside.
There you go. MP just being efficient.
Boston trailing. Burke with the screen for Washington. Pass to Collier. Bangs home the trifecta. Collier's got 11 points.
and the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Boston shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
There they go out.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves.
This bench, they've been destructive. High energy, attacking like torpedoes.
Rising from the depths. And now that we have some... And that is it for halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Celtics trail by 3. They've got Topic. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. Moncrief is out there with MP. And it's Blair in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And Peyton throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And it's tied up with that one. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. You've got Burke. Collier out there with Washington. And it's Wood in at the 3 spot. Here's Wong, the rim-rattling 2-handed jam.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Washington finds Burke. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done where they need to make every possession count. Rocking the rim. MP injecting some energy into his squad.
Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Burke. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth.
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the full, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
To the middle. Here's MP. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Collier, that's good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Oh, and slam it down!
Oh, my goodness! How did he do that?
Oh, man! Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Team. And the foul called on MP. That will be foul number 5 on him. The Timberwolves making a switch here. And Sabal is checked in. And a change for the Celtics. Whitehead's checked in. And that one is hammered home.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Getting it done against contact. It's MP.
Love the determination. MP comes right at you.
Pass to Whitehead. Now here's Moore. Here's Collier. Fires from deep. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Whitehead.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Unreal. MP putting the team on his back tonight.
Moore right side. Here's Collier. And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Moore outside. Here's Whitehead. And down goes the 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
OMP staying with it through the contact.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Basket is good.
Even with the defense draped all over him, MP stays on the drive and gets exactly where he wants to go.
Whitehead deciding where to go with it. Flan fires. And he does not hit. Timberwolves leading by 11. And he makes that one count.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say.
Simmons still short of winning this one easily, even early on in the 20 minutes to lights out.
What's up, MP?
The big man, standing 7 feet, number 29, MP.
And how much do coaches adjust their plans when facing back-to-back games?
I think, B.A., that really depends on your team and obviously the opponent you're playing against. Rotations can be modified if need be. You're looking at certain matchup situations. What's the type of team you're playing on the back end?
And while MP is all about team success, he's trying to win his matchup every single night with an eye towards showing that perhaps he's been underrated.
And it's no secret that MP doesn't think he's done a good enough job when it comes to playing against guys at his skill level. He's owned this and has also vowed to up his intensity and focus so he can accomplish what he set out to do. Now, we'll see if tonight spells some redemption for MP in that regard.
So here are the Jazz starting five. And it's Drobniak in at the 4. And the Jazz with possession here. Following the score by Minnesota. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Pass to Drobniak. 3-pointer. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it. What happens?
We're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Utah ahead, leading by a point. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hi, everyone. Let's start things off by checking out the Player of the Month award recipients. For the West, Victor Wembanyama.
Tremendous effort lately for this guy. Victor, 7'4". This dude is 7'4". Folks, I mentioned because skills-wise, he's kind of like a small forward.
Lots of great NBA players from France, but he has a good shot at... And moving on to the Timberwolves now, they're in the midst of a close game.
They're really going to war for those second chance points. Running guys to the offensive glass. It's a tight game. That could be the difference maker.
As long as it doesn't hurt their transition defense.
And that's a wrap on half.
And we're halfway. And the foul called on MP. That's his 5th foul. Chris Finch calls timeout here. Rallied his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So on the floor for Utah, and it's Livingston in at the 3.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Timberwolves trail by 7, and it's time for an injury report.
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. He said the diagnosis is a foot sprain. Looks like he's avoided a break, but still an injury they'll be cautious. He's ruled out return, and we'll just have to see how long the recovery will take.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
What's remarkable to me, though, is how resilient players in the NBA are and the quality of the training staff and the approach they take in the rehab process. And that really helps accelerate the return to play, which is what every
So we see Utah get the win here. Exceptional.
We're not, and of course not.
Feeling you, MP.
So, Greg, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your star.
And always trying to find new ways to help his team. MP has zeroed in on winning his personal matchup each game.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that MP's obsession with winning his personal matchups has backfired. It's putting too much pressure on him each night to make good on that promise. And I think it's been a distraction for his teammates. Let's see if they can turn the tide tonight.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, we've got Anthony Edwards. He's out there with Topic. Moncrief is out there with MP. And it's Blair in at the four-man position. Here's Ware. Following the basket by MP. Ware, good.
Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Back to you, Kevin.
And yep.
We're gonna lose that then.
On the court for the Timberwolves, our second quarter is underway. They've got Topic, and it's Queen, and at the 5 down low.
Rocking the rim. MP injecting some energy into his squad.
Now, here's Harper. Defense right on him. Where? Good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
In the corner, Knox with it. This one for 3. He goes up again. Ware, good. Ware's got 4 points this quarter.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
MP, good.
Well, that's superb balance shown by MP there. Not allowing the contact to throw him off.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Blair's checked in.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And this game has MP's fingerprints all over it. He is really cooking.
Indiana's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them.
Second team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Well, we still have about half a season left, but here's where the power rankings stand as of today. Look at the Bulls. They couldn't. Through one half, it hasn't even been close. Indiana out in front, delivering the blowout. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports.
A look here now at Minnesota. I think we know at this point how good this team can be, and that is not very
Oh, come on. We got to face the Magic, my old team there.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Pacers.
Want to build.
And that's a halftime.
Big gap on the scoreboard. The second half. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This
Beverly's 28. This after this is the playoffs.
Get after it, MP.
Coming up, a lot. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
And a storyline for MP over this stretch of the season. He's trying to outperform against his matchup each time out. We know that when MP executes that, it can be a pivotal aspect of the team's success.
MP might have a stale taste in his mouth given he's come up short more times than not against players at his position and skill level. I have to say, MP hasn't exactly lived up to the hype. He does have another chance here in this one against some top talent. Now, we'll see if he can bring it tonight.
On the court for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards out there with Topic. Then it's MP, and it's Blair in at the 4 spot.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul.
Oh, wow, who's this, man?
Timberwolves trail by 20. On the court for Minnesota. They've got MP, and it's Queen in at the center position.
Well, if MP gets even a crack of daylight, he will make you pay like he did there.
So it's New Orleans with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody.
Well, right now for Minnesota, they haven't played their best ball, it's an understatement. Looking a little lost and flustered right now. It's almost like they don't have any confidence.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Timberwolves.
If they what?
And that'll do it for us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And it's Hawkins in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Guys, back over to you.
A star. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. We've got Anthony Edwards, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 2.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. To the paint. Here's Ware. Up and in on the layup.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. And a foul.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Coleman. Covered by MP. Yep, that one's good. He's got 38.
What a performance for him on the offensive end.
Oh, that was incredible! Oh, my goodness!
Wow. MP. Nasty.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. It's stolen by MP. Lets a floater go, and he sinks the layup. La Providola's got 12 points in just the second half.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Oh, MP with a block.
Oh, man. MP met him at the summit.
So it's Minnesota now. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
New Orleans leading by 20, and the foul called on MP. That's it. And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin.
Disappointing loss for you tonight, MP. What's it going to take to rebound from this one?
Yeah, the loss itself ought to take care.
Ryan, back to you.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Or not in the playoffs. I know, it's a Magic again win this year. I need to put a certain team to win the playoffs.
What's up, MP? What's up? You all done with the all-season work?
Yes, we're done all season work. I'm with you all. Clicking records. So I'll see guys next week on I gotta think when we're going after those Suns right now.
New year, new social video theme. What's it?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, here with a big announcement about my social channels.
Guys, see you guys next time.
good, MP.
See you guys next time. See you guys next time. See you guys next time. I'll see you next week in Kermit on basketball. Kermit, because I'll be back next week. I know. I will play. So I will play next week in 2K26. I'll see you on Wednesday. I'll see you on Wednesday basketball. Wednesday basketball. So see you Wednesday basketball. That's sweet. See you guys on Wednesday. See you guys next time. See you guys next time. See you Wednesday. See you guys next time. Goodbye.